So, UFC Fight Night Gamrot vs Salkilled has just gone by this weekend, and I, King Hit MMA, will be discussing every fight that happened on the card. So yeah, let's get right to it. Bro, you couldn't write the script better than this. Actually, the site's actually working, which is insane. It wasn't working yesterday. Quillen Salkilled submits Matus Gamrot in under a round. And this wasn't just a Hail Mary submission. This wasn't just a spur of the moment thing that happened. This was an absolute domination by Quillen Salkilled. Just how I predicted, Matus Gamrot has a problem with like these big frames, which Quillen's a massive. I didn't realize how big Quillen was until he stepped into the cage. So the fight starts, Matus, trying to land. Quillen lands a nice jab, which kind of hurts Matus. He kind of panic shoots, gets Quillen down, and goes for a leg lock. And the leg lock actually did some damage because Quillen says he did feel something pop. But Quillen's calm, collected, basically gets out of the leg lock, reverses, basically gets on top of Gamrot, takes his back, gets him in a rear naked, and gets the sub. And, dude, I'm telling you right now, I know this is like very far out there, I'm going to say Quillen becomes the champ. If it's not this year, if it's not next year, it's not the year, he's going to do it in his career. This guy is that good. Like, I didn't think Quillen was going to do it so easy against Gamrot, who people are going to say is washed. A bunch of people chose against Quillen. I thought Quillen was going to TKO him. I thought Quillen was going to get some nice striking. Excuse me. He's going to get some nice striking against him. He's going to reverse a lot of the wrestling. But, dude, he out-grappled Gamrot. Now, the only person who's done that was Charles. And Charles got out-grappled by Armin. And, dude, Quillen is an all-round great fighter. And he is ready for the top 5. I really want to see him versus like a Max Holloway of the division. Charles is out. I think he deserves more than BSD because BSD's got slimed out by Paddy. I don't think Quillen should fight Paddy. I think Paddy should fight Ilya. This is a great win for Quillen. And for Matus Gamrot, tough luck, buddy. But good win for Quillen Salkilled against a really tough lightweight. And yeah, I'll talk more about this fight in a minute. We're going to get on to the rest of the card. So, basically, for the co-main, Diego Ferreira pieces up and beats the shit out of Billy Quarantillo. What was Billy Q doing there the whole time? He was literally just standing at range, laughing, pointing, and then getting pieced up. Like, legitimately, how do you lose to 42-year-old Diego Ferreira? Now, I chose Diego Ferreira. I'm not saying... I had a feeling Diego Ferreira... I just saw his last performance against Anthony Hernandez, and I thought that was really impressive. So, Billy Q comes up to the lightweight division to be a punching bag. And that's the story of the fight. Diego Ferreira is better everywhere. The striking, the grappling. And yeah, I do like his call-out of Jim Miller. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't like the Bobby Green one. And for Billy Quarantillo, I don't know what you do, bro. Because you go to featherweight, you get chinned. You stay at lightweight, you're a punching bag. It's kind of hard. But yeah, good win for Diego Ferreira. Probably shouldn't have been a co-main. Anyway, for the next fight, we have Darren Elk. Dude, this was sad to watch. I literally turned this on, and I see Darren Elkins, smiling at what range. Fails the takedown and gets chinned. That is all this fight is. And the fact that Yadir Davale really celebrated this was crazy. Dude, you knocked out withered Darren Elkins. It's crazy. I can't even say great win because it's an old Darren Elkins. This doesn't really prove much. But on that note, good career for Darren Elkins. He's a legend of the game, was a top 10 featherweight until Volk got to him. And yeah, man. Happy retirement. Please don't come out. Unless you're doing grappling matches, that's cool. But otherwise, happy retirement. And Fiata Del Valle, yeah, I'd like to see him fight someone young, someone his age, or just, this was a nothing win. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next fight. Amanda Lemos versus Alessia Ternara had a pretty fucking good fight. This was a banger. Like, Amanda Lemos and Alessia Ternara, they had a really good scrap. Alessia Ternara couldn't get Amanda Lemos down, who did have a really bad weakness in the grappling, but Alessia just threw volume that first round, really actually starting to hurt Amanda Lemos. But then, in that second round, Amanda Lemos gets her with a kick. Something's coming up. Jeez. Anyway, Amanda Lemos eventually hurts Alessia Ternara with a kick, tries to finish her. Alessia, smudges her against the fence a little bit, gets back to the volume striking. And then in the third, Alessia Ternara really takes over the third round and throws fucking over 60 strikes. Good win for Alessia Ternara. Amanda Lemos is a hard hitting woman. She's a real hard opponent in the strawweight division. I won't say she's my favorite fighter. She has a weird personality, but she's really fun to watch. I won't complain. Really fun to watch. Really, as long as she'll bring a fun fight every time. I like to see her fight someone around her ranking now, the one where she's now taking Amanda's. I don't think she should get a super high opponent, but yeah, good win for Alessia. And for Amanda Lemos, it was a pretty entertaining fight, but yeah, she just couldn't really get going. Anyway, on to the next. We have Billy Ray Goff getting fucking dominated by Ty Miller. I don't know what the hell that Billy Ray Goff's corner was doing. What he's doing? You see, he got the fuck beat out of him in round 2. Ty Miller's, by the way, an actual genetic freak. This kid's dead set 6'8". He isn't, but he was just towering over Billy Ray Goff, piecing him up, just doing whatever he wanted for 2 rounds. And that second round could have been 10-7 if you ask me. And the fact that his corner's run away and jab him. What are you doing, bro? So, but not really competitive fight at all. Ty Miller smashes Billy Ray Goff. I guess it's a good performance from Ty Miller. I'd like to see him fight someone a bit better caliber. A Jean-Paul Lebianossi or what's his name? Anyone of that caliber in the welterweight division. Ty Miller versus Yoel Alvarez would be a sick fight. But yeah, really good performance from Ty Miller. And for Billy Ray Goff, what's that for him now? 1-4. I'm pretty sure he's getting cut. But yeah. Anyway, on to the next fight. We have Steven Asplund voluming his way to a win. I was getting worried there for a second because Gilherm Pat did drop him in that second round. But eventually Steven Asplund's volume did take over the third round. Very back and forth fight, to be honest. I did give the first and third round to Steven Asplund. Gilherm Pat's just too afraid to punch. I don't understand it because he does have decent power with that karate stance, but Asplund just used his volume, and eventually he nearly did get Gilherm Pat out of that third round, but he couldn't really get that finish, even though he got that a nice up kick on Gilherm Pat. Decent win for Steven Asplund. I'm going to be honest about Asplund. If he doesn't really improve much, I just can't see him making the top 15. Because as much as heavyweight has been shit on lately, I do see it is getting a little bit better. Every time I look at the heavyweight rankings, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a bit better. You know what I mean? So, good win for Steven Asplund. I'd like to see him fight a bit higher up, a bit higher competition. And yeah, Gilherm Pat's probably getting cut now. So, good win for Steven Asplund. And for the next fight, we had Dejai Nurgajai. I predicted this perfectly, bro. Bruno Lopez is an absolute scrub. I think Dejai Nurgajai got a real rough... Like, I don't know why people were calling... Like, he's a bit of a can. Like, if you have some semblance of a takedown, you'll get him. And Bruno Lopez was shit scared the whole fight. Kind of just afraid to throw. And just... When he did get Nurgajai down, he was like half knocked out, and it was a terrible showing. I guess good win for Nurgajai. Like, it kind of keeps him as a mid-ranking light heavyweight, but it's real. Like, he just doesn't. He's just so bad at takedown defense. Like, if you have the little semblance of a takedown, you will beat Nurgajai easy. And for Bruno Lopez, he is getting cut or fed to Sean Sharaf. So, yeah. Good win for Nurgajai. Good to see him slime out another can. Anyway, for the next fight, bro, come on. If you look at Jose Montana, I actually had a little look after the fights because someone was saying that Jose Montana's regional scene record is horrible, and oh my god, it is. I'm not joking. This is some of his wins: 0-0, 0-3, 0-4, 1-2. It's like, dude, you should not. How are you UFC level? How is Louis Sutherland UFC level? We were thinking, oh yeah, Louis Sutherland can't be that bad. He beat Tai Tuivasa, and then he goes out there, gets taken down, and gives up. Like, that's literally what happened to Louis Sutherland. He gave up. It wasn't even in. The choke wasn't even in. Good win for Jose Montano because... But how bad's Tai Tuivasa? How? Tai Tuivasa has to be the worst fighter in the heavyweight division. Ever. Not ever, because he was a top 3 heavyweight, which is insane to say. But... It's crazy. He fed to Despain. Despain's going to destroy him. But yeah, I'd say good win for Jose Montano, but we kind of known Louis Sutherland's a can. So yeah, I guess we're going to see Jose Montano get fed to fucking Mario Pinto. And Louis Sutherland, bro, you're getting cut. You're getting cut before Tai Tuivasa, which is insane. Yeah. Anyway, on to the next fight. Manuel Souza has the decision win over Richie Miranda. Richie Miranda, I did not expect, like, I'm pretty sure he was on short notice. Pretty sure Manuel Souza was supposed to fight somewhere else. But Richie Miranda actually gave a really tough fight to Manuel Souza. Manuel Souza knocked out Rufy on the regional scene. Pretty back and forth fight. Manuel Souza obviously having the, like, takedowns. But dude... Richie Miranda, I actually really like this guy. I think Manuel Souza is going to be a really good lightweight. But I'm going to look out for Richie Miranda. He actually gave a really good performance on pretty short notice. Yeah, dude. This is a pretty good fight. Pretty back and forth. And yeah, good win for Manuel Souza over a pretty decent prospect by the looks of it. I want to see his next fight though. Anyway, on to the next fight. Miles Johnson. God damn it. Okay. I will say this. I am not counting this fight for my pick. I went so good for picks. So good for picks until this fight. Because I chose Raw Rosus Jr.'s brother. I thought, okay, he's going to get Miles Johns down. He's going to get the submission. And then they get Gianni Vasquez on short notice. Again. To get slimed. He drops Miles Johns. And he gets overexcited. It's like, oh shit, I've got the knockout. And then he gets slimed out by Miles Johns. Which is no shame. Miles Johns is a very powerful featherweight. But, dude. Good win for Miles Johns. Slimes out a dude on short notice. I'd say rebook that Rosus fight. It makes a bit of sense. And for Vasquez, you got to feel bad for him. This is like the second time he's been called on short notice to drop someone, then get knocked out. So, yeah. Crazy work. But like I said, I'm not counting this because I chose Rosus, not Vasquez. Anyway, on to the next fight. We have, dude, were the chick fights just actually really entertaining or what? But also, Ravina Oliveira, what are you doing? You are actual... She's probably the worst fighter on the card, and we had Louis Sutherland on the card. Juliana Miller goes out there and doesn't come very mid-range women's fighter. But yeah, she took her down, beat the shit out of her, and eventually got the submission in the second round. And yeah, good win for Juliana Miller. You keep your record. We'll see a fighter very mid-level flyweight. And I didn't see this fight, but I heard it was fucking crazy. One of my only picks that I got wrong, but apparently very close fight between these two women. I probably should go back and watch it, but I'm going to be honest, didn't watch it. Yeah, but overall, pretty good card. Did good for picks. I did choose Gigi Canuto, so that's not one. Juliana Miller won, not counting that. So it's kind of a... So 1-1 and 1. 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for 11 ain't bad. I got 2 wrong. 1... I'm going to null that one because it's bullshit. But yeah, let's go over Matus versus Quillen again. Dude, Quillen's just going to be so good in this like lightweight division. He's going to be a mainstay for a very long time. I can just see it. Like, no offense to JDM, but it's not going to be a JDM situation. Like, the dudes that Quillen beat, Matus Gamrot literally beat Esteban Rubiks. Quillen beat, but now Benil isn't the greatest win, but Nasrat Hasparats, that's a crazy win. I'm really excited for who they give Quillen next because it's going to be a top 5 guy. If they give Quillen like fucking not Forestium, but like BSD or like Paddy or not Paddy. Paddy wouldn't be a bad matchup, but I think there's a lot better. Like Max Holloway's a great matchup, or Charles Oliveira, or just anyone. You know, I'd say Armin, but Armin's fighting Rufy, or Quillen could have the loser of Rufy versus Armin. Like, that'd be so good. But yeah, listen, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Thanks. Bye.